is Dark Magician, which even in the beginning was not a good card. Like, from the get-go, it was like a pretty mediocre card.
But that's his card. That's the card he
It's his
plays.
card. It's Dark
And
Magician.
and then
That's my
he
card.
summons Dark Magician Girl, and then they have Dark Magician Kid and Dark Magician Dog, and they have a little Dark Magician family. And,
Yeah,
and it's all great.
I checked out to Yu-Gi-Oh real fast.
I found a whole bunch of
Uh,
Yu-Gi-Oh cards the other day when I was cleaning out my room. I had like a little Velcro wallet that was just stuff full of them, and I have a lunchbox in there somewhere that's full. Oh
Nice.
my god, I have far too many, and nothing to do with. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pop Cultured Podcast. I am your host, Janky Shenanigans, and this is my lovely co-host, Mr. Joe LeBone.
I'm here too.
Yeah, he's joining us for yet
I'm here
another
this week.
delightful podcast. Yes, you are. You are, and we haven't had you for a couple weeks now. Yes? I feel
No,
like
I
it's
just
been forever.
missed last week. It was just last week.
It was just the camera. We haven't seen your
Yeah, I
face.
didn't have my camera
in
the
a
week
while.
before.
That's what
Now
it is.
I do, and you can see my face.
Yay! However, we are not joined with our other co-host, Mr. SFEN Gaming himself, because he has work, even though everything was cool to reschedule the podcast for
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, no,
apparently.
it's like, oh yeah, no, Thursday works fine. Thursday's great. We can do it Thursday. Oh, I totally forgot I have to work.
Oh yeah, all right, cool, whatever.
Oh, man, it's not like you work every single Thursday.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever. It's cool. Anyway, shade being thrown at our co-host in the chat. Anyway,
I was gonna have like a whole bit because when I thought we were still doing it yesterday, I was gonna get like some like America sunglasses, a little America hat. I was gonna go all out on like the 4th of July, and now that just seems like it'd be.
a
Well,
day late.
Here's the thing: I also never bought any of this stuff, so
You know what?
sorry.
That's fair. And
The
I
bit-
wouldn't want you
bit
spending money on it.
it would have been like $5. It would not have been much.
It's
It would
true.
have been like a cheap dollar store pair of like America shutter shades.
No. I really want you to have like the giant clown glasses that are just like
Oh,
5 times
yeah.
the size of your head.
Yeah,
Just like yeah, like the kind that you see
but they're also shutter
assholes
shades.
wearing on like New Year's Eve, but America.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
stunner shades, yeah.
And yeah,
And a giant Uncle Sam floppy hat.
top
Like a felt
hat. No,
yeah.
I was gonna buy one of those like little headbands that have the tiny top hat because I thought that'd just be funny.
That's
'Cause
true.
I'm
I'll
and
grant
again,
you
it was
that.
like $1 at the dollar store. So
Porcano Los Dos. Why not both?
volcano,
A
tiny
giant-
hat in
a
front
giant-
of the giant hat.
Yeah, a giant like felt hat that you just smash down and put a headband over with a tiny.
Or
hat
no,
on top.
no, the giant felt hat that I take off halfway through to reveal the smaller hat.
Mm,
That's what I
the perfect stack to reveal
next year.
next year. If
That
the
being
podcast
said-
falls on 4th of July or
That
around
being
then.
said, Happy New Year, everybody. I still have this hat.
God. That's the kind of thing, like, whenever I was cleaning out my room, that's the kind of junk that I tried to pitch right off the bat. I'm just like, why do I have this shit?
I'm saving it for next year.
Like, but I will say I finally cleaned up my bookshelf, and now I have a whole dedicated nerd shelf with all of my gaming
Nerd
stuff on
shelf.
it. Yeah,
I
Got my
can't. I have to
mugs
actually
and
look at
my
the
Reaper
podcast
and-
to see it.
yeah,
Oh wow, that looks nice.
yeah, and all of my PAX books and games and
Yeah.
my Hat in Time N64 game box. All hype, all super hype. And then I have
Where'd you
even
get
more
that?
crap.
Where'd you get the Hat in Time game box?
The Yeti. I saw it there and I'm just like, yeah. And it comes with a game manual and a poster and everything. And then actually, up top, I got even more crap. I have my Cuphead poster, and I have some little Marvel statues and my tiny build hat and all that. I just have all sorts of ridiculous, nerdy stuff up in here these days.
Well, I know what I am buying later today.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway,
I need to reorganize my shelf.
it's true.
It's just a mess. Oh god. Can't.
Well, actually,
You see the dum dums?
you
There's
have
just like a
your
bag of dum dums down there. Don't look.
your amiibos look nice. Your amiibos are very
Yeah,
well arranged.
yeah. I got some dice, giant D6s. I have a fourth one somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's not Red Nose Day, is it?
It's
That
not.
was like
Actually,
that was
we
like
missed Red Nose
a
Day,
month
which was
ago.
super sad.
I was gonna say that was a while ago.
I
And my little Funko Pop Lothar. Oh, King Lane fell over. Stand up, King Lane. There he is.
Wait, did you say King Lion?
King Lane.
Oh, I was gonna say King
Lane
Lion.
Rin.
Is that a Thundercats character? Let's talk about the new Thundercats.
If- I haven't watched the new Thundercats.
Let's just talk about the internet's reaction to the new Thundercats.
Well, I don't know anything about it. As you know, I've been in a world of my own.
The internet reacted poorly. Not to
Okay.
the show. Who knows how they reacted to the show? But to the fact that it was drawn in the style of Steven Universe,
yes.
they were just like,
Yeah.
what the
Okay,
hell
no, I
did you
did
do
see
to
that.
Lion?
That was a while ago. Yeah, no, Here's the thing. I got nothing against Steven Universe. I think it's a lovely show.
Mm-hmm.
Its art style doesn't fit everything.
It's kind of like whenever they started the new Scooby-Doo series, and it was like the Be Cool Scooby-Doo, and all the characters looked like weirdly emaciated, and you're just like,
Wait a minute.
why,
Now I need to look at this.
why
I
did you
don't
go with
think I
that?
saw
Yeah,
this
look up
either.
Be Cool Scooby-Doo and look at the pain in Scooby-Doo's eyes. Whenever he just like stares
Oh
at you.
god.
Yeah, I know,
What?
right?
It's like
Google
this
it.
is like the
Google it.
Family Guy knockoff of Scooby Doo.
I know.
That's what it reminds me of.
It totally is the Family Guy knockoff of Scooby-Doo.
Like it
It
looks like
hurts my soul.
this is like yeah, this is like the cheap knockoff of Scooby. I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate it.
So it's like
It's like
that.
Teen Titans Go.
It's true. Oh,
Although-
Teen Titans Go.
The trailer for Teen Titans Go to the movies looks pretty delightful.
That would be hilarious to see Slade back, but in like the context of Teen Titans Go. Like,
He is.
Let me tell you.
He is.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I was saying, have
And
you
they
seen
keep
the movie trailer?
confusing him for Deadpool.
Yeah.
He's just like, I came first.
No, I
He's
came
based on
first.
me.
Yeah.
He stole my thing.
It's so good.
No, I
So
love
good.
the
I
episode.
also love the tagline because if Aquaman can get a movie, anyone can.
Oh, I didn't even know that was the tagline. That's too good.
Oh, well, that's one of the taglines, but
I-
yeah, it's the
I love
Aquaman
the-
movie is famously bad.
I love the episode of Teen Titans Go where they watch the original Teen Titans and they're just like, what happened though? This was so good.
Yeah,
How did we come to
Like-
this?
yeah. I think Teen Titan Go is a fine show. It's
That,
not a replacement for Teen Titans, though.
that was the turning point for me. Up until then, I was just like, this is a pretty dumb take on Teen Titans. And then I watched that
Well, it's
episode
like-
and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
okay, they understand. All right.
Yeah.
As long as,
Well, like, it started
as long
out
as
as, like-
they're in on the joke and they know that this is like,
It started out as like a young kids show, though,
it's true.
and
It's
like
true.
it's now become very self-aware of like, oh no, we're a meme.
Yeah.
We're gonna just own the meme, and that's what Teen Titans Go to the movie is. Go to the movies is.
It's beautiful.
Will I see it? Probably not.
No. No, probably not.
If it's on Netflix, like if it's on Netflix sometime next year, I might pop it on in the background
Mm.
while doing something else. But I'm not gonna like, ah yes, Teen Titans Go to the movie. Show me.
Why not? I'll pay I'll pay $8 to go see that.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm also not gonna like spend a week in my life watching it like I did Persona 4 the animation. It's really good. Everyone should watch it.
Oh my goodness.
That's
You know what felt like a
on
week
that.
of my life to watch? The Lego movie. And they're making a second one.
You did not like the Lego movie?
It's not that I didn't like the Lego movie, it's that I got halfway through the Lego movie and I'm just like, oh, okay, this must be close to the end. And then I looked at it and there was still like an hour's left. And I
Yeah.
was just like,
No, it hits you with that like.
holy crap.
Yeah, it hits you with that like. It's over. Oh no! That was Act 1.
It's
Okay.
poorly paced. That's what it is. Because here's the thing.
Absolutely.
Like, whenever I watched it, we paused the movie at that point, went to bed, had like a day, came back and watched the second half, and it was fine. Like, in two separate pieces, that movie is great. Watching it all
Yeah,
together, I would be exhausted by the end of that movie.
I get
It's
it.
too much. It's too much. But getting back around to the Thundercats thing, there was actually a really good show from like the early 2000s. It was a reboot of Thundercats, and they also did a reboot of He-Man at the same time. Both very good shows with
I
very good
heard.
animation.
Nice.
Anyway, welcome to the Pop Culture Podcast. This is what we do here. We expound upon pop culture icons and trivia and all sorts of things, but mostly we talk about video games because that's something that we both play a lot of,
Yeah,
and
this
we
might
do
be
a
the
lot of.
longest we've gone without talking about a video game.
It probably is, but let's be honest, we derail quite often into.
That's fine, but like we've gone so far already without even mentioning one. I guess Persona 4 the animation is an anime based on a video.
It's true. Or was it a video game based on anime?
No, it's definitely the other way.
How did Persona begin? That's what I want
It
to
was a
know.
game. It was a game.
It's like Final Fantasy. How did Final Fantasy begin? Well, if you believe Final Fantasy Dissidia, it all began when light and
Dissidia.
darkness fought each other, and they brought heroes from across dimensions and time together. And then
Yeah,
the events
yeah.
of that game set off the events of the first Final Fantasy game.
I still can't get over the fact that the like crossover pseudo fighting game is technically a prequel to the entire series.
I love that they did that. It's
It's
like,
pretty great.
well,
It's
because
pretty
it's one
great.
of those things, like, everyone's always like, how do these worlds link? Like, how do they go together? And they're just kind of like, well, they're all separate worlds. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, the name carries over, you know? Final Fantasy just carries over. It's separate
Yeah.
worlds. But they must link somehow. Just like, okay,
Here, have a
we're
fun
making
little
a fighting game.
Yeah.
What if we brought them all together using the fighting game? And they did, and it was beautiful. It was a magical moment.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, speaking of pop culture icons, I'm sure a lot of you out there are familiar with Pop Vinyls by Funko. And
Yeah.
so this is how we transition into our stories, clunkily, and however we feel like.
See, it was a good transition until
Until
you
that
mentioned
moment.
the transition.
Until that moment, yeah.
That's our problem. We always say, and now for a segue.
And now for a segue. I should have like a little like dancing animation that comes across screen, like a little elephant or like a koala, just like
A little animated dancing segue.
Yeah.
A dancing segue just comes
Yes,
out.
a segue. No, a parade of little animated figures rolling on segways, like me, you,
Yes.
and Noah rolling through on segways.
That's it.
Great idea.
That's it.
Anyway,
If you want to do that for free,
please
contact
do.
us.
Please do. I would be all about that. Anyway, Funko, who makes collectible pop vinyls, they're doing a strange new thing. They're making cereal.
Called
Yeah.
Funkos.
So anyone from the 90s or 80s or maybe 70s, I don't know if they did this in the 70s. Probably the 50s though, right? They had like decoder rings.
Oh
and-
yeah, all the way
and
back. All the way back.
I feel like they don't really do it anymore.
Forever.
Right? Cereals don't like tend to keep
Not as
prizes
often.
in there.
You don't well,
Sometimes
don't
they have
know.
like CDs and stuff in there. Like little like
sometimes.
reader books and crap. Well, anyway, the point
I
is,
think even that was like early 2000s and that doesn't happen.
the point is, people from all of those other eras we mentioned will remember that there was a time whenever you could get little prizes in cereal boxes, and they were at the bottom, and they were plastic, and they were cheap, but you wanted them for no particular reason. And Funko is playing on that nostalgia hardcore. They are creating a cereal called Funkos, which is, quite frankly, a terrible name for a cereal. And they will have little Funko Pops inside that you can collect. And isn't that just fun?
Yeah, so we see like, and they've shown like images of like a Mega Man one and Cuphead and Mugman, and they look very much like, I don't know, they look like those old cereal boxes that you would expect to find a toy in.
They do. They do. They have like the character on the front and it's just like, "Hey," and they're like doing some action pose and then
Yeah,
it's just like, "Here's a bowl with milk splashing out of it precariously." Whoa.
actually, these are all they're very milk-free images. Actually,
Oh,
it's
are
just
they?
the cereal.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't look that hard. Never mind.
and
They're
like, are
milk
they
free.
different flavors? So like, is the Mega Man one like a blue raspberry? Because I
Do you
don't think I
want to
want
know?
blue raspberry. Blueberry cereal. I mean, I'm curious.
I'm
If
guessing it
I see
probably
a
is.
box, if I see a box of Funkos, I'm gonna buy it out of curiosity.
Here's the problem though, because if you read the rest of the article, it tells you where they're selling these boxes. So you can either get them from Funko directly, like from their website, or
Okay.
if you want the Cuphead one, you got to go to Hot Topic. If you want the Mega Man one, I believe they're selling that one at GameStop. They'll also be selling a Lord of the Rings one at Box Lunch, and they'll be selling one at Five that I don't remember what it is. And that's
Freddy
just like,
Krueger and Jason from Friday the
there
13th.
you go. There's the cereal right there, right?
Gollum. You can get your Gollum from Box Lunch.
Oh, never mind. That's the cereal. What flavor is Gollum? Who knows? Do you
I
want to
don't know,
know?
but I hope they're just little gold rings.
Oh my
If
god.
that's not the cereal,
Just like Honey Nut Cheerios, but like they're just golden rings.
absolutely. No,
Um,
it's just like Pops, but rings.
got you. I got you.
Pops flavored, so it's just corn flavored.
But that's first wave, and then they'll be doing some second wave stuff too. But here's my issue, which is of all the places that I would go and buy breakfast cereal, I do not want to walk into a Hot Topic and buy breakfast
Or a
cereal.
GameStop.
Yeah, those are not places like for the sake of the Funko Pop, maybe. But just to get cereal, like I'm not eating that cereal
Oh,
if it's been sitting in a Hot
actually,
Topic or a Box
they've
Lunch or a GameStop all
they
day.
have announced the Wave 2 and what's going to be in it.
Yeah, I know. It's part of the article. What all are they doing?
Yeah. Okay, so for Wave 2, you will be able to get Pennywise at Hot Topic,
Right. That's true.
Huckleberry Hound at Funko, Batman and Batgirl at Entertainment Earth,
Mm-hmm.
Beetlejuice at Box Lunch,
Right, Beetlejuice,
and
Box Lunch.
Cthulhu at BAM!
Oh, that's right. Here's the thing. Actually, of all those places, I would probably be willing to trust Bam. that that they would actually give me cereal that I'd be willing to eat. Joe, are you still with us?
Sorry, yeah, no, I'm here. I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Oh, Books a Million.
Oh yeah. You didn't know what Bam was?
I didn't know what BAM was.
Is Books a Million, friend, where we get millions of books every day. I was actually just
Yeah,
out
so-
there, not to totally like
Like,
detract the conversation.
are these gonna be like mini Funkos? Or are these gonna be like full Funkos?
I have no idea because I can't tell what the size of the box is based on the picture. Like, if it's a big
Oh.
box, I could see it being like a full size Funko.
Wait a minute.
Funkos. You know.
So apparently, there's a generic Freddy Funkos.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's the one that you
Who's
actually
Freddy
get from Funko.
Is Freddy Funko like a thing?
Yeah, I think that's like the mascot of Funko Pop.
I didn't know they had a mascot.
Well, they do.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
Well, they
Cool.
do.
Cool. I'm learning so much new stuff today. I'm just saying, I want that Carmen San Diego Funko cereal.
Actually, I saw that. I
Yeah,
didn't realize that
they-
they made a Carmen San Diego Funko, and whenever I read that, I was like, never mind, I'm in.
Yeah.
100%. Hundo percent. I want in.
I
Let
just
me
want to
have
see
it.
like what's the most obscure Funko we could make.
What is the
What's
most
the most
obscure
obscure Funko Pop?
I feel
cereal
like
we
it
could
would
make?
be what's like
Here we go. I'll use
Alright.
this list from Ranker.com. 20
Of Funko
obscure
Pops?
Funko Pops. Yeah, obscure Funko Pops you didn't know existed.
Okay. Go on.
Mm, okay, we can get Funko Ron Swanson cereal.
Never mind. Don't even read the rest of the list. That's the one that I want. I want Ron Swanson. Just like plain, like no flavoring at all. Just like
It's just it's
sawdust
like
in the
it's
form
like
of Funkos.
rice checks.
Yes. With a Ron Swanson at the bottom. Actually, no. You don't even get a Ron Swanson at the bottom. The
Yeah,
cardboard
no
box must be
toys.
crafted into a Ron Swanson. Because Ron
You have to
Swanson
make the Ron Swanson.
Ron
Yes,
Swanson wouldn't just give you a toy in the bottom of your cereal. He would make
it's
you
true.
work for it.
You get instructions on how to build. Oh no, I want
That's
the
the one right there.
Funko Sharknado cereal. That's the best one.
Is the Funko the Sharknado?
Yeah, it's a Sharknado Funko. It's just a shark in a tornado.
Okay.
Oh no, Funko Jareth cereal. Like from the Labyrinth.
Oh. Look, all of these would be great cereals.
Yeah,
Quality
Funko
cereals.
Bob Ross cereal.
You, you know who I trust to know how to make cereal and make it properly and make it well? Funko Pop.
Exactly.
Anyone knows cereal, it's them. Anyway. Hey, but there's some other stuff going on as well. Such as the Yuri on Ice movie trailer has dropped. We'll talk
Yo,
about that.
I still haven't seen it, but I'm interested because I really liked the show.
It's actually just a teaser trailer. It just shows a still
Oh.
image, so don't get too excited. There's a Funko
Oh.
cereal for you. Yuri on Ice. They gotta make a
They
Yuri
have-
Pop, right? Yeah.
No, they absolutely do.
Just like frosted Funkos.
You know what? No, here's what I want. I want the Funko Biggs Darklighter cereal. Biggs Darklighter was Luke Skywalker's best friend, who was in the end of the original Star Wars. That's the cereal I want. I'm still looking at obscure Funko Pop.
So Yuri on Ice.
Funko Biggs Darklighter.
All right, we're moving on. We'll come back around to Funko some other time.
All right, yeah, Yuri on
We're
Ice.
piecing on. Yeah, no, it was just a little clip, but it just showed Victor on an ice lake, and it's called Yuri on Ice Adolescence. And so a lot of people
Yuri
are
on Ice,
speculating.
the movie, Ice Adolescent.
So a lot of people are speculating that it's a little bit of a background on Victor, which is cool because we never really knew anything about Victor going in. God, that show was so good though. Yuri on Ice. I still have
It really
so much
was.
music from it on my phone. I have Minami's Boogie. It's just so jazzy.
So good. So good.
It's so good. It's so good. I wonder how many people were inspired to try ice skating after watching Yuri on Ice.
Many.
It's like, ooh,
The real question is, how many of them are still ice skating?
that's a good point. It has been 2 years, so
Like
there is always a
7.
chance that
7. I think a lot of people went out, tried it once, realized it's a lot harder than the show makes it look, went home.
although, as I seem to recall, there was an exhibition skate where some of the Japanese ice skaters danced to music from Yuri on Ice, yeah? At the last Winter Olympics?
Um,
I'm
I
going for
think
that
s-
deep pull because I think the Winter
I
Olympics was like
think
last year.
so. I think so.
Was it earlier this year? It may have been earlier
It-
this year.
No, it was earlier this year.
Well, there you
It's
go.
even numbered years. Yeah, I think so. I know there was a Russian skater who did a Yuri on Ice. thing, I think.
Please tell me that he exactly replicated Yuri K's exhibition skit.
No, it was a she, and I don't actually know if she did. I might be
She
thinking.
should have.
I don't know. I don't remember.
But no,
I
it'll
don't
be
remember.
good.
And unlike obscure Funko Pops, I don't feel like looking.
I'm wondering if they'll like bring back any of the other characters. If it focuses on
hope
Victor,
so.
I don't know if it's going to be told in like a flashback sequence where they have like the other characters too, or if it's more like, nope,
Here's
we're
the
just gonna
thing.
tell the story.
If it's like literally every other anime movie based on a series, we will see every character again.
Probably. Well, because that's how it works. It's like Doctor Who, you know?
It's
Whenever you
true.
have the
Yeah.
50th anniversary, you bring back all the doctors, or you don't
You-
bring
you
back
bring
any
back,
doctors.
Yeah, you bring back everyone you can. So yeah, everyone will be there.
Spoilers
sure.
for the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who if you haven't seen it yet, although it's like 5 years old at this point. How long ago was that? It was a while back. But
It was like 5 years ago, yeah.
yeah, they bring back all the doctors and it's hype as hell. Like,
Well, yeah, I guess in a way they do.
it's
The actors themselves aren't there for.
it's true, but I mean,
There's
even
a
if
quick
you-
scene of
yeah.
like,
even if you brought back like Peter Davidson and Colin Baker and all of them, like they wouldn't look the same.
yeah,
as they
they're
did
not.
whenever
Yeah,
they played the Doctor. But no, I tell you what, I saw the midnight showing of it. I was in the theater with a whole bunch of other Doctor Who nerds, all decked out in all of our Doctor Who gear. And whenever the first Doctor's TARDIS comes flying in and you hear William Hartnell's voice, the theater erupted into like
I believe
crying
it.
and cheering and like everything. It was a beautiful moment. It was so spot on. Oh my god. Yeah. But excited for the Yuri on Ice movie and seeing how that turns out. Bringing back all those characters.
speaking of movies,
I just thought of the Digimon movie and how best soundtrack ever. The Digimon movie, All Star, Kids in America.
oh god, oh I forgot. Oh my god, I had to go back and watch that movie. And by I need to, I mean I can't.
Just
Oh man,
just go it.
man,
Just go for it.
I had. There was a segue.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry. You were
Speaking of movies, I'm super excited for. There's new news from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
segueing away into the next thing. Hey. Yeah.
Jim Carrey will be playing the role of Dr. Eggman in the new Sonic. I can't even say it with a straight face. He will be playing Dr. Eggman in the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Yeah, so I feel like we've either talked about this movie before here on the show, or I think I may
We've
have talked about
definitely
it on Hanging with Janky before. Wherever it
We've
came up
definitely talked
before.
about it existing.
God, there's so many things that are going to be terrible about this movie. Starting with the fact that it's a live action movie. Like, here's
Yeah.
the thing. So Joe and I are looking at news, and Joe tells me, he's like, hey, Jim Carrey is playing Eggman in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I mean, you know, all right, cool. Jim Carrey's good, whatever. And then I was looking at a different article, and it was like, Jim Carrey to play Dr. Eggman in the live-action Sonic movie. And I'm like, wait, hold on. The movie's live-action? Never mind. Roll it back.
We've
This is
known the
going to
movie's
be
live action
terrible.
forever. It like if it wasn't live action, they had Jim Carrey playing Eggman, I would be upset. Just because,
Oh,
like,
they don't have the actual voice actor doing
yeah,
it? Okay, that's
like,
fair.
I mean, come on, he's played the role for years. He's perfect.
It's
Jim
true.
Carrey, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical,
Now,
but
I'm
since
curious.
it is a live action,
What does Eggman's voice actor look like in real life?
let me.
Because that would be an excellent choice if he actually looked even remotely.
If he actually
Eggman.
looked the part too.
Like,
Yeah.
that would be it. That would be the moment. What are you telling me? Go away. Um, yeah, no. Jim Carrey as a live action Eggman. Here's the thing. I
Uh,
remember the original Series of Unfortunate Events movie, and
oh,
Jim Carrey was over the top, and uh, like I was like just to preface, I wasn't like super into Series of Unfortunate Events or anything, um, but like that movie was not good. There was
yeah,
there was not a lot
it was
redeeming
pretty
in that
bad.
movie. They tried to like shove the entire plot into one movie and it did not work. Now, the
Well, they tried to
Netflix
like fit
series with Neil
three
Patrick
books into
Harris,
that movie.
they did. They did, and it didn't work out. All right. Well,
And they still left it open for a sequel that was never.
it's true they did.
Um,
Because
but no, he's Mike Pollock is the voice of Eggman though, and he does not really look the role.
okay, that's fine. Well, to be fair, Jim Carrey really doesn't either.
I
like
would say he looks more the role than Jim Carrey, but
um
he still doesn't look.
no, that's like whenever Nickelodeon did the Spiderwick Chronicles movie and I cried. I was just like, God, you ruined such a good book series. But no, yeah. So
never
Jim
read those.
Carrey, Willie Eggman. Do we know who like is playing Sonic or Knuckles or Tails? I imagine probably the voice actors if they're
I
animated.
hope. I would say I hope it's the original voice cast, the
Please
current
have
voice
Ryan
cast.
Reynolds be Knuckles,
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds be Knuckles.
please.
No, I
No,
want Ryan Reynolds to be Tails.
there you go.
'Cause that's-
Perfect.
That's
Spot
an even
on.
worse cast.
So it's like okay. It. I guess it will depend on what direction they go with this movie. I don't know. I just don't see any way that this movie could work out well.
Oh no, it can't be good.
Like,
But I just hope it's a self-aware disaster, so it's not like just a disaster.
that's what's important is that if it's a disaster, it will at least be a self-aware disaster.
I hope so. I really do hope so. It's
Also,
like, it can't be good.
apologies for the people watching because there's a little thing at the bottom of Joe's screen now. I can't get it to go away because Skype hates life. So hopefully Skype will fix itself, but until then I can't solve the problem. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog movie. You know what? Go play Sonic Adventure 2. It's a great game. Or Sonic Mania. Or Colors. Or Generations. Don't don't
Play
play
Generations.
don't play
Play
Unleashed.
Generations. Play Unleashed. It
Don't
was
play
good.
Unleashed.
It was good.
Don't play the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed.
That's fair. Play the 360 or PS3 version of it.
Anyway, yeah, Sonic.
The Wii and PS2 versions are bad.
Sonic. I will tell you this real quick before we move on. Sonic was one of the first video games I ever played, so I do have a special place in
Same.
my heart for Sonic. But what are you pointing? Are you pointing at something?
My Sega Genesis and Sonic Amiibo,
See, I also played Sonic on the Sega Genesis.
which is also next to my Shaq Fu cartridge.
Shaq Fu. Barack Fu.
Barack Fu.
Barack Obama and Shaq Fu, which is a thing that is actually true.
How is it real?
I don't know.
It is real.
It
but
is real.
How?
It's true.
How?
It's a real thing. But
How is it real?
anyway.
Goodness. That's a game I'm getting on my Switch. Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu.
A Legend Reborn.
I wonder if they made that game any better, or if they kept it the exact same quality as the original Shaq Fu.
Well, it's a totally different game because Shaq Fu, the original one, was a fighting game.
Right.
And the new Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn, is a beat 'em up. It's a single player beat 'em up game. It's a
That
totally
doesn't-
different game that just uses the name and it stars Shaquille O'Neal.
That doesn't mean that they had to make it any better.
I mean, it's
record.
not good. It's
It could-
absolutely not.
Yeah. It could
Like,
still be a
it's-
total crap game.
I mean, I heard it's a pretty solid beat 'em up, but it's nothing that's like, it's not like a great game. It's just funny because it's Shaq Fu.
That's the meme, right? It's Shaq
Yeah,
Fu.
it's Shaq Fu. It's very self-aware of what it is.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Oh,
So what else do we have going on? Well, in the world of Overwatch, which is one of Joe's favorite worlds to talk about, we have Hammond. The
Wrecking
adorable
Ball.
hamster hero, which we
The
didn't talk about last
adorable
week.
murder space rodent.
When did he come out on the
Also,
PTR? Question.
last week, last Tuesday. Last
Hmm,
Tuesday.
okay. I think we may have just missed the mark on talking about him then. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. For the record, I will say this: Noah hates him.
Does he really?
He's not here to defend himself, so I'm not going to say too much. He feels the character is too absurd.
Why?
But he likes the mechanics. He just doesn't like the story. I'm not going to try to make his point. I'm not going to attack him. Personally, though, I love Hammond. I think he fits fine in the cast. But a lot of people have a problem, right? Because it's a hyper-intelligent hamster in a giant death ball. Like, I get where they're coming from, but I feel like he fits the cast well enough. Is he one of the more absurd characters in the cast? Yes. Do I feel he's too crazy and too out there for Overwatch? No.
Now, I do remember that one of our friends argued, not Noah, but one of our friends did argue, because one day we were looking through Overwatch concept art, and they had a character that was a cat with a jetpack. that they
Jetpack
scrapped.
Cat. Everyone knows Jetpack Cat. Yeah.
Everyone knows Jetpack Cat. But they scrapped him because it was too ridiculous. And then Hammond comes along, everyone's like, Jetpack Cat was crazy, but we can have hamster in a ball?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'm like, don't get me wrong,
different.
I like Hammond. I enjoy Hammond, and I think that because he's from the space colony where Winston's from, I like buy his story.
Like, yeah, and I feel like the groundwork has been there for him, like from the beginning.
Yeah,
in a way, because like, well, ever since the launch of Horizon Lunar Colony, anyway. Mm. And Jetpack Cat was going to be like a cat with a jetpack, like a literal cat with a jetpack and a flamethrower.
Yeah,
that was the whole character idea. That's all they had.
There's not a lot of groundwork for that.
Yeah, if they did have the joke about Jetpack Cat with Gita, though.
Did they really?
Well, yeah, because like her cat is the same like art they used for Jetpack Cat, gotcha. And there was a lot of art with the cat and showing like blueprints for a jetpack. Gotcha. So they've once again also laid the groundwork for Jetpack Cat. I could get Jetpack Cat in the future.
I can also see Jetpack Cat being like a comic that people in the world of Overwatch read.
Yes, like, that's what I want. Yes, that's what I want. Cat,
the classic hero. Yeah, no, I like, because here's the thing. At least from a science perspective, you usually tend to start on testing on like lab
smaller
rats,
rodents,
hamsters, and then you move up. So I'm totally in on Hammond's backstory. Here's what I struggle with Hammond is the actual wrecking ball feature. Like, his turrets are great. He
doesn't drop a turret. He just kind of goes upright and fires.
Right. But like, they have stupid long distance. Like, I was standing on the other side of the practice range and hitting stuff and doing damage. Yeah, with the turret.
But like, you don't have that great of accuracy with it.
Right. There's definitely a spread the farther away you get, but he has some pretty good range. And I'm trying to remember what his other powers are, and you can probably help me with this because I think you've spent a little more time.
What is it? So he has his grappling hook, which he can use to then swing himself around like a wrecking.
Right. He has that.
He has the shield. He has the shield that he puts on himself that gets more powerful if there's more enemies around.
Right. Yes. Also that. And then he
has
one
ground pound.
Right?
He has a ground pound. I think he has one more thing too. Well, his ultimate, he drops the proximity mines.
Oh yes, I love that. The proximity mine ultimate is so good. I love it.
I saw a great video too of him, someone in like No Limits with him. Not No Limits, but like just all the ability cooldowns were set to 0, so they were literally just like grappling hook through like Numbani.
Yeah.
It was like from end to end of Numbani without ever touching the ground, and it was so cool.
See, and that's like it's not bad. That's just the thing that I struggle with him right now is understanding the grappling hook and how it works.
Knowing when and how to use it.
Because you can post up like against walls and stuff, but it's there's a certain point in the swing where you actually build up enough momentum to actually do damage to things, and you have
Hmm.
to figure out like how exactly to hook the grappling hook that you can hit whatever you're aiming for at that moment in your swing,
Hmm.
like
And like
figuring
when
that
to
part out.
let go so you can finish aiming toward it.
Right, right, right. And that's the trick of Hammond right now, I think. And I think that that's what makes him cool and interesting as a character. And I think that that's what will give him like that. It gives him that interesting feel whenever you compare him to the other tanks.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
oh,
he's definitely different. I don't know that I would call him. He's definitely not a main tank, so he's not
oh
going to
no, no,
fall in the same category as like Winston, Reinhardt, Orisa.
sure,
He's
sure,
definitely more like Diva, Roadhog, Zarya, in
yeah.
that he takes a lot of damage and can help with stuff, but he's not there to like soak the damage for the team.
He's definitely there to be like a damage taker
He can
and
definitely.
dealer. He's
It
he's
seems.
both.
It seems
He
like he's
does
there
both.
to. It seems like he's going to be very good at like disrupting the back of the enemy team,
Yeah, yeah,
like getting in there and just messing with them, putting them on the defense, so you can then push your attack.
definitely, definitely. I
That's just what
also
me as like a bronze level player sees in him. So I'm by no means an expert.
and me as a completely unranked player who
Never ranked. You need to rank this season.
no, no, I don't need to rank because I can say whatever I want as an unranked player. I'm not in the system. I'm not part of the hierarchy. I can say whatever I feel like. No, I will tell you
You're
this.
even lower than bronze.
Um, while ooh that hurts. While I was testing out Hammond in the practice range, I also checked out New Symmetra, who
Your
is
symmetry, yeah.
super cool. You know what makes me laugh? Uh,
She's live now too. She's not just on PTR anymore.
oh yeah, yeah, cool. Um, here's what makes me laugh about New Symmetra though, is and I was just in the practice range, so I haven't had like any experience with her in the field or anything, but
Yeah, me neither. Right now,
she
she's like an
seems
insta pick because everyone wants to try her.
well, she seems almost more supportive now that she's in DPS than she did whenever she was actually a support.
I
Because
don't
she has like
explain.
here's why. Because the turrets are great whenever you're shooting because her gun now I didn't try the secondary fire to see how that works now, um, but her gun only has a range of about 10 feet now because I tested it in the PTR. So she either has to fight very close, or she goes far away by shooting her turrets down onto the battlefield. Now, as a support, she can shoot those into a place where there's a lot of enemy bottlenecking, where a lot of her allies are fighting, and she can give them that extra support by shooting these turrets into place. And if they need to get away quickly, she has the portals that stay open for a certain amount of time, and people can port from one place to another. Like if you need an expeditious retreat, you can portal back to another point. And her ultimate is now the shield that just bisects the map. So, like, a lot of her things now, like, don't get me wrong, the turrets do damage, and her gun
Yeah,
does damage as long as you can train it on. But just, like, a lot of her abilities, I'm like, this almost seems like a better support than whenever she was a
well,
support.
yeah. What you're calling support though is more utility. She has more utility now in
That's,
her.
yes, that's what I mean. That, like, I don't mean
Like
support in
she,
terms of, like, heal. Like, she
yeah,
cannot
she
heal for
falls
crap.
under the. She falls under the same like status as May. Really, like she's
Yeah.
not there to do a bunch of damage. She's there to kind of zone people out of areas, maybe give you early warning. But she can do a lot of damage. If you can
Yeah,
lay
yeah.
down like two of your turrets or even just one of your turrets and just open fire on someone, they're dead.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna get them so fast. Like she does a lot of damage
Yeah. And I'm
if you
trying to
play
think.
her as such.
I'm
But
trying
no,
to.
her portal is also very good to like get people up to higher ground who can get there.
Yes, that too.
Like
That was
that's
really cool.
that's what she's like. She's very much a utility character. Where before she was also a utility character, she just I don't know. Her kit's much more cohesive now, and she's much more mobile.
Well,
Because
yes,
she
absolutely.
doesn't have to camp up in one spot and be like, "This is where I live."
Well,
Now it's like
and I
she can
think,
actually move with the game.
and I think that there's an element of, there. It used to be a thing in the game where you would have to, if you wanted to get like a certain character to a certain place, you would kind of have to like cheese it as best you can, like try to Maywall them up to a spot or something.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
now with
Literally, like
Symmetra,
to
you
get
can just
Orisa.
like go.
Yeah, to get
Go.
like she adds so much to a team just by being there and having her teleporter for the team. So she'll definitely get more play competitively.
And hopefully people will be a little less harsh on people who just want to play some Symmetra
I'm very
sometimes.
sad. I'm very sad that she won't be included in the postseason for Overwatch League.
That is sad, but I understand.
I
Like,
understand. Yeah, like she was
new
just
character,
put
new
into
power set.
competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't been time for them to really learn her. So, but new Hanzo will be there for the postseason, which starts next week.
Cool. Oh, that's right. New
Boston
Hanzo has
Uprising.
his all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were using old Hanzo for the last. He still had Scattershot.
So what is involved in like the postseason of Overwatch League? Like, what do they got going?
Well, the top 6 teams went on. Everyone else, their season's done. The bottom 6, their season's over. They get to go home, relax, get ready for next year, get ready for the World Cup. A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But so the top 6 teams, the best in each division get a bye through the first round, which is the New York Excelsior and the LA Valiant. I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't have it in front of me. But the other teams, which, yeah, it's the Valiant gets the bye. The LA Gladiators, Boston Uprising, Philly Fusion, and London Spitfire are all fighting for their chance to get there.
Gotcha.
And it's really confusing because they're changing the way everything works. I think they're doing a best of 3 like matches.
Yeah.
So like Boston plays Philly Wednesday, then Boston plays Philly again Friday, and then if they need to do a tiebreaker, that's Saturday.
So will they be doing the final in the Blizzard Arena out in LA?
The final is going to be in New York, actually in the Center.
I'm confused. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, not to go off on a side tangent here, but they built this super nice arena.
And the whole season has been there.
Esports. Okay.
The whole
All
season has taken place there, which is why they're like, we're going to have it on a special stage for the final, the grand final. So they're doing it in New York City in the Barclays.
That's fair then.
Yeah.
The
Blizzard Arena has seen extensive use, and it's also going to be the home arena for the LA Valiant and LA Gladiators once every other team has their own, too.
Gotcha.
Because then there'll actually be travel between places, which I'm excited for. I'm just excited because Overwatch League Season 1 is coming. Well, the season's over, but we still have the postseason.
Yeah. Just like real sports.
Just like real sports.
Sports ball. Yay!
Sports ball. Over sports. Sports watch.
Sports watch. Sports and watch.
Over sports and watch.
Over sports and watch. Anyway, continuing on. Some really cool D&D news. For those of you who like D&D or who watch a lot of D&D, perhaps you're fans
I like D&D.
You like D&D.
I like D&D.
I also like D&D.
What's going on in D&D?
Let me tell you. Waffle Inc. is going on in D&D.
Oh.
So, this is a crossover event between Dice Camera Action and Acquisitions Inc. So, I'm sure that a lot of you out there who know about D&D on Twitch know that there is quite a bit of it. You probably watch Critical Role if you're a fan of D&D on Twitch, like Joe. I'm sure that a lot of people out there are mostly fans of Critical Role, but of course there's lots of other D&D
No
going
episodes
on
this
too.
week.
No episode this week. Sad. But there's a lot of other really cool D&D going on too. You have Signs of the Realms, you have Maze Arcana. There's also... I'm trying to think of some others off the top of my head.
Acquisitions Inc. and Dice Camera Action.
Yes, I was going to say those last, but thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're
I was
welcome.
going to go for Misclicks because they do a lot. Rivals of Waterdeep, Dark and Dicey.
Roleplay.
That's true. Oh, It Me JP. Got so much good stuff. Jesse is doing Oddballs right now, which uses the Tales from the Loop system. It is so cool.
I love Tales from the Loop.
Oh, it's so good. It makes me want to actually buy like the player's handbook and play a game of Tales from the Loop. It
We
seems
should.
so dope.
That's what we
Um,
should do. We should do a Tales from the Loop game.
we should. We should. We're canceling the podcast, canceling everything else. We're just a
Yep.
roleplay channel now.
It's
We
true.
just do tabletop games all day long.
It's true. All the
Um,
time.
But anyway, what the news actually is two of these great groups. We have Acquisitions Inc., the C Team, which is something that the Penny Arcade does. For anyone who's been to PAX, you know that they have a game at every PAX called Acquisitions Inc., which is DM'd by the great Chris Perkins of Wizards of the Coast. And there's also the offshoot, which is the C Team, which is DM'd by Jerry Holkins, who is the one of the founding members of Penny Arcade. And we also have Dice Camera Action, which is an official Wizards of the Coast stream that is also DM'd by Chris Perkins. And next weekend, they will be coming together, crossing over, 8 players, 2 DMs. Insanity will ensue as they run around Waterdeep, presumably causing all sorts of havoc. I'm super excited. It is 4 games back-to-back on Saturday, so 6 hours worth of Dungeons and Dragons, and then a grand finale where all of the groups come back together for one grand game on Sunday, and they'll be playing for 3
Nice.
hours on Sunday. I'm super hyped for it because it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to watch stuff because Jerry is like an author by trade, obviously because he's the head writer for Penny Arcade, and Chris is just a marvelous dungeon master.
Chris Perkins. It's
yeah.
Chris Perkins.
Who sometimes follows the rules and sometimes makes things up as he goes, whatever works best for his story. And so together they'll probably create something horrifying that will pervade the world of Dungeons and Dragons for years to come. Just
Yeah.
like, do you remember that moment when? Yes.
The
Dungeon
Forgotten
Masters,
Realms will never be the same.
Dungeon Masters of days to come will reference it as the inciting incident of everything.
The next great calamity.
The next great calamity. Are you ready for the third Sundering? Because it's coming.
It's true. It's true.
Good stuff. Anyway, and then in personal D&D news, I've gotten to work on an idea that I haven't been talking about too much yet. But since I was doing the this stream builds character stream, which we've only done one of so far, I would like to do a couple more, possibly one tonight. We'll see. But I was told that some of you might enjoy a little D&D here on Twitch. And Joe and I were talking about possibly doing a West Marches style thing where we have a guild and the players change out. And maybe occasionally the DMs change out too. So I've been writing a little bit of a story for it. I have a little bit of a character. You might say he's sort of the DM in the game. Yeah, and he's absolutely ridiculous. But more on that some other time, perhaps. But I'm excited, and it will definitely be a while. I'm going to say at least September, because I will definitely be borrowing stuff from Dragon Heist and Undermountain to set up for to set up the world and the story. I need to know some more about Waterdeep, so I'm going to need those books before we get into it. But yeah, maybe you'll see some Forgotten Realms, maybe a little bit of Planescape, maybe we'll be going places. Who knows? But of course, to begin with, we'll just be a guild of adventurers figuring out our way in the world. So more on that in the future, but I just wanted to throw that out there, get you interested, tantalized if you will, about what may be coming in the future. But yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. So
I don't even know.
I know. Joe doesn't even know.
I don't even know. This was news for me too.
His look of surprise and interest is real. He wasn't
It's
just
real,
doing it for
genuine. It's not a bit.
Anyway, yeah. So let's move into the last part of the podcast, I guess. We've pretty much covered all of the news we have, so of course this is the time of day whenever we just get to BSing about whatever we feel like BSing about. There is something that I didn't put on the topics list that I do want to talk about, because last week someone in the chat asked about what games we thought would be super hype on Twitch coming up, because we talked a lot about PUBG and Fortnite, and we talked about like the rise and fall of games on Twitch and what's popular and what isn't. And I suspect that I know a game that will be. Hold on, sorry. I got distracted because Joe adjusted his glasses, and then I lifted up my hand to adjust the glasses I'm not wearing. It's like a reaction to what he did. Anyway, Strange Brigade. So this is a totally awesome game that's coming up. Uh, haven't gotten a chance to really play it or anything because it's still very early on. It hasn't gotten into beta or anything, but I definitely think that this is a game I absolutely love to play with Joe and Noah, and I definitely think will be super hype on Twitch whenever it comes out in August. I believe is when it's scheduled to come out, August or September.
August 28th.
August 28th. But basically, it's this game where you are just like this party of Secret Service adventurers, and you're like
In
archaeologists
the
and heroes.
1930s. So this is pulp. This is pulp adventure, guys.
It is 1930s, totally Indiana Jones. There is a delightful announcer who like narrates your adventures through this ridiculous tomb that you find yourself in. It's all incredibly stock characters. You have the adventurer, you have the professor, you have like the native guide, like all all this ridiculous stuff. And basically, if you read their website, it kind of sounds like there's going to be multiple adventures as they go, but it looks like the first. If you just get the regular game, you just kind of set yourself up with one adventure, which is exploring an Egyptian tomb. But it's really interesting because it's sort of a beat 'em up. You kind of go through the levels defeating hordes and there are like bosses and stuff. But there's also a lot of puzzles and platforming and side adventures that you can go on as you make your way through the areas. It's very open world, which is super cool. Um, but mostly, I just think it'll be a super hype game on Twitch because it's the exact level of ridiculous you need to be like popular on Twitch. It's like just the art style alone gives you just like enough flavoring of Fortnite that I feel like people will be into it. And then from there they'll get super into like the narrator and the characters and the story, and then it'll snowball from there. The only thing
But
is
when are we getting Strange Brigade Battle Royale, where 100 archaeologists drop into an island?
that will come after launch. That will be part of the season pass. So if you'd like to buy
Okay.
it, you can get that.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, that's my one thing. Looking at the game, it looks like you only start out with the one adventure, and then the season pass, I assume gives you more, but I don't know like how quickly they'll come or anything like that. So I can see like if everyone plays that first adventure enough and like the first week of the game being out, I could see it running its course on Twitch pretty quick if everyone's already like played it and seen it. But as the new adventures come out, I'd be super interested in coming back to that game because it looks hype.
Absolutely.
It
That's
looks
Strange Brigade.
super hype. The Strange Brigade. A hero and a half shell. No, wait, that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtle power.
I went off track doing more 90s bits. Animaniacs. I saw that they were going to bring the
We've lost-
Animaniacs back.
Are they?
I did. I saw something
Is
to
it
that
gonna be like a
effect.
weird art style that just makes us sad?
Yeah, maybe. Hold on. Joe, why don't you talk about some games that you're looking forward to if you have any? Steam Summer
Uh,
Sale. Steam Summer Sale is ending today, I believe, or tomorrow, soon. So
I don't know. Maybe it was just because I didn't pay that much attention to it, or maybe there weren't that many. I didn't see a lot of games on the Steam Summer Sale I was super jazzed about.
I will say that I did get The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt because I would
Also,
like.
I think it is actually over.
Oh, is it? I thought it lasted until like today.
Uh,
Maybe it is.
I
Over.
think it ended today.
Um, but what I will say is that I got the Wild Hunt because I thought that would be a really fun game to come back to again and again. Not like the original Witcher, which I got pretty fed up with pretty quickly. But this one has better graphics and a cooler story, and I'm into it. And I also got the Game of the Year edition, so I got like all the
You got
bonus
all
DLC and all that,
all that
the
DLC
blood and
and
wine
stuff.
and all that stuff. And not to totally derail, but I was reading a new book, and it's super hype. It's by Patrick Rothfuss. It's The Name of the Wind. I recommend it
You
to
started
all
the
of
Kingkiller Chronicle.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Have
I
you
still
already
need
read
to.
them?
No, but I'm the one who recommended it to you like forever ago. Is it really good? Do I need to?
It is really good, but right now I'm feeling bad because you recommended this book to me. But the reason that I picked it up is because Patrick Rothfuss wrote it, and he's one of the people at Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yeah, I'm still busy reading this bad boy.
Oh, you're reading the Warcraft series. No, no,
Yeah,
highly recommend.
with Anduin Rin, who looks like
He looks like what?
he looks oddly like Benicio del Toro.
He does. Oh God,
Tell
don't make
me.
that comparison.
Yeah.
That's a comparison that no one wants. The most
Uh,
hated character in Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Benicio del Toro.
wasn't actually him.
We're gonna say that because I don't
Yeah.
care what other people say.
Yeah.
Worst character, Benicio del Toro.
No, lately, I mean, I don't know. I haven't had like a game I'm super jazzed for because I've been really happy catching up on the stuff I've been playing, which has been just like Persona 5 because I still haven't gotten around to beating that. But
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I'm almost there.
I will
And
say, actually, go
playing
ahead.
and I've been playing more Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, which
Great.
I'm still really bad at, but getting better.
What is like your team right now?
My team right now, I'm using a from Persona 4
Hmm.
Arena and Yang Xiaolong from Ruby.
Dig it.
That's
All right.
that's my current
So you have
then
Goldilocks and Pyramid Head.
a cross-dressing high school detective.
Perfect. Spot on.
Yeah.
So you pretty much just
She
been-
has a gun. She just has a revolver.
Oh, is
Naoto
she
just
the
has
one?
a gun.
Is she the one who just walks people down with her?
She'll just
her
walk
revolver?
you down and the move. She just walks you down with a gun.
Best character ever.
I love her.
So hype. I'll tell you what I've been playing. I played some of the Adventures of Captain Spirit, obviously.
I watched.
It was very fun. It's very interesting. You can watch it on YouTube now because I ported it over to archive the stream, so you can check it out there. There are some parts where everything goes silent because copyright music. Because I spent
Oh
too
no!
long. I spent too long reflecting, and Twitch muted it before I ported it. So
And you just sat and enjoyed the music.
yeah, and I just sat and enjoyed the music. To be fair, it's not like I was really saying much during those parts anyway.
True,
I was just
yeah.
enjoying the music. But yeah, so you might have to skip
was good
through a couple
music.
sections of just silence. But you can check out the stream over there.
Or just like go find the song online somewhere and just play that in the background.
That's also an
Dude,
option. That's
perfect.
also an option. I've been playing a little bit of the Tomb Raider 2013 right now because I've been.
How's that
meaning-
going for you?
It's
I-
alright.
Here's the thing. I started playing that like a year ago. Got a good way through. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Never got like bored with it. I just like, oh, I'm gonna play this game for a little bit and come back to this. Never.
Yeah, I'm not like super into it right now. Like don't get me wrong. Like I love Tomb Raider. I like the camping system and the skill trees and all that. Like I'm into it. It's just it's not something that's really like super grabbing my attention. So it'll definitely
It
be one of those
feels-
games where I just kind of like pop in and out on it. You know.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
What did
I've just
what,
been like, sorry.
what were you gonna say about it?
Oh, I was just gonna say like it feels like they were really trying to be like we're gonna be like Uncharted but with a leveling.
Yeah, well, you know, to be fair, in the history of Tomb Raider and Uncharted, they've always kind of played back and forth. Because Uncharted was originally like, what if we did Tomb Raider but with a male lead? And then Tomb Raider was like, ooh,
I don't
I
know.
like that mechanic that you put in there, so we're gonna put it in our
Yeah.
game. And they've kind of
Well, the
always
thing
played
was,
back
like,
and forth, but like,
yeah, but like thematically, Uncharted was like Tomb Raider, but like it was never like it didn't play like Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was very much about these kind of like big puzzle solving things.
sure.
And Uncharted, like, yeah, there were some cool puzzles, but it felt more like it was a narrative game.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I've been playing that. I also have Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I haven't touched at all. And I
Well,
don't
that's
know
the
if I'll
sequel.
get.
You have to wait.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why. But I don't know if I'll make it to Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, yeah, you might be
Like,
like, I'm a Tomb Raider out.
like I saw Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I'm like, oh, I have the other two games. I should play them. Because here's the thing: I've played Legends, and I've played Anniversary, and I've played Underworld, and that was a great trilogy, and I was into it. But I started playing this one, and I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm feeling this game right now.
Yeah,
um, yeah, still haven't played Monster Prom. Still need to do that.
I was
That
just
is
about to
okay.
mention that they had a DLC.
I know the summer DLC. We gotta play.
if-
We gotta play
we sh-
Monster Prom.
We should play Monster Pro.
Not for the easily offended, that game, but
No,
hilarious.
no. I would definitely put on like a warning at the start of the stream
Yes, yes, I agree to that. That makes sense.
if we stream it or if we just play it.
We'll
Wait, is it
probably do
DLC or is
both.
it just a patch?
It is. Well, it is a patch.
I think it's just an
It was
update.
for
Yeah,
free.
it's just an
Yeah, it was for free. Not that DLC can't be for free, but
No, but it's not like a separate thing you have to download. It just happened.
yeah. And then I also played Omen Sight, which was really good, and I also played Submerged, which was a really good game. So I finished both of those games, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Omen Sight from the makers of Paths, Story of Destiny, Stories Paths of Destiny. I don't know,
Something like that.
something like that. But yeah, I don't have anything I'm like super looking forward to. I saw the DLC for Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which kind of got me
Yeah.
hype again for that.
I actually
because
need to finish that game.
I need to get that game. It looks really
Yeah.
cool, and I would love to play. some of it.
Oh, by the way, this is in no way related to the podcast at all. Nick got a Switch. Our friend Nick got a Switch.
It never is related to the podcast. Let's be honest
It's
with
true.
ourselves. It
It's
never is.
true. We like
that's
at this
cool.
point of the podcast, it's just we're just chatting.
At this point, what is a podcast if not spirited conversation between friends?
Here's the thing: we don't talk that much because we actually hate each other.
It's true.
I don't. This is
We're
all for
only
show.
friendly here.
Yeah, we can't stand each other. So this is the only time I can get him to.
It's true. It's true. Also, there's another game we must return to.
Oh, we talk about that every week.
Pit
We
people.
just agree.
I
We
must
just
see
agree. Yeah,
Sophia.
we should play more of that. Then we never play more.
And then we never do. You know what?
We
It's one of those
never
things that
do.
will happen eventually. You know, we'll eventually get back around to it.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other games coming out soon that I'm super interested in.
I don't know. Let's find a release list. Let's see what's coming out soon.
Yeah, see what's coming out soon. I'm trying to think about like what's coming out for the Switch. You have, of course, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that's coming out.
That's not until the
Yeah,
holiday
that's,
though.
Yeah, that's not coming out until the holidays. So I'm trying to think if there's anything coming out like this month or in August. Probably this
Oh
month.
my god.
if there's
How
anything
did we
coming out in July.
miss it?
What did we miss?
First of all, Shining Force Refrain, that game you told me about forever ago, is coming out.
Oh, is that the one where every weapon is also an instrument?
Yeah. Oh, Octopath Traveler! July 13th!
Of course, Octopath
How did we forget?
Traveler. Oh my god,
Yeah, that's next week!
you want to play D&D the video game? Play Octopath Traveler.
I am so hyped.
like,
I'm so hyped. Sonic Mania Plus!
is that? Do they add like
That's
new
the one-
levels and stuff?
They added Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel.
Yay!
Like classic Sonic characters who were just forgotten.
That's like, oh, don't even get me started on characters that were forgotten. I will go on a horse color rant right now.
No Man's Sky coming out on Xbox. Apparently, the game's like almost decent now.
That's what I hear, but you know, they probably should have made it almost decent whenever they released it. Like that's
Hello
not something
Neighbor
to
coming
build
to Switch at the end of the month.
Oh, they also have Runbow. That is actually a really fun game,
Right, Runbow.
and that's actually already out.
Yeah.
Um,
What was that? There's a fighting game on Switch that came out like today.
was there?
Yeah, it was like I think it's a new game, but it plays like old 2D fighters, and it's apparently really simple, so it's good for beginners.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and the Banner Saga 3.
I've now got my Switch, and I'm going to the shop to see.
All right. Well, I think we'll wrap it up because I think at this point we're just going to sit here and scroll the internet for video games.
What? What?
But thank you to everyone who actually
Pocket
I should
Rumble.
say, is there
That's
any
the
is there any other business we want to discuss before we part ways? With with the fam, with the Jank fam.
Are you asking Chad or are you asking me?
I'm asking everyone at this point.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm asking you specifically because it's going to take a minute for people to type things in chat. So, I will ask for any last minute
Anything
business.
else to mention?
Anything interesting going on in the world of pop culture that you're hyped for? Castlevania
Ant-Man.
2, the second season of Castlevania.
Oh,
I
I still need to watch the first season.
Oh my goodness. Here's the thing, the first season, it's just a setup for the second season. Like you get to the end.
Should I wait for the second season to watch the first one?
Yes. I would say yes. Because you watch the
Okay.
first season and you get to the end and you're like, all right, the gang is all together. Now what? End. You're just like,
Hey,
oh, okay,
real quick.
great.
You know what game is on Switch?
What game is on Switch?
Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
See, you're trying to get me a fight with you. I see what you're doing.
Let's fight. Let's fight.
Let's fight.
Let's fight.
I will fight you in Super Smash Brothers. As with my classic team of Link, Young Link, and Toon Link.
It's not a team fighter though.
It doesn't matter. That's the team.
Oh yeah. Yes, I do. I use Yang. Yang's on my team. We talked about that earlier.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for another week of the Pop Cultured Podcast. If you would like to catch this video or if you missed part of it, I'll be porting it over to YouTube soonish. There's a lot of other really cool streams from my channel that you can see over on YouTube because I've been porting them over. Joe, do you have anything that you want to share? Any cool things that you have going on or anything that you want to bring up before we go?
Hey, I've been streaming a little more of late. Like, still not often, but you know, I've done it once or twice. Go follow me over at Twitch at Joel Bone, Joel Bone, Joe LeBone. Most people say Joel Bone because that's just how it spells out, but that's fine. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I've streamed some Mario Kart with Janky. One time I streamed some Kingdom Hearts with Noah. Who knows? Maybe I'll stream some Blaze Blue. Maybe I'll just stream Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle and just me getting bopped in online lobby.
There you go. There's a show for you.
I should do that. Joe gets bopped.
Also, we should do some more Mario Kart again soon because that's all.
We should do some more Mario Kart. Let's do it right now. Let's go.
Not right now. If you would like to find Joe, you can find him at Joe LeBone over on Twitter. If you'd like to find me on Twitter, you can find me at Jank Shenanigans. Like I said, youtube.com/Janky Shenanigans. You can see some other stuff that I've made and a backlog of other streams that I've had here on the channel. And then in the future, who knows? I have another stream that I do sometimes called This Stream Builds Character, or I'd like to do more of, where we build D&D characters, which is super fun. I have a really nice UI for it that I'm super proud of, and it's super fun.
I'm so jealous.
Thank you. I
So
built it
jealous
myself.
about
And then sometimes I stream video games, but quite frankly, it's all a matter of following me on Twitter because who knows when I'm doing it. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll figure it out. And then that's all I got. So thank you all for joining us for another week. Hope to catch you next week, same time, Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. EST. Oh, actually, we
Same
will be
jank
doing it on
time.
Wednesday.
Same
because
jank channel.
it's
Yes,
Thursday
Wednesday next week.
today. Wednesday next
Because
week.
that's the day we usually do it, but we didn't because America.
Yes. But until next time, this is us.
America.
Signing out.
America!
Thunder rumbles in the background.
Thundercats!
Thundercats, ho!
No, just regular thunder. Actually, there's no cats involved. It's only thunder.
Ho!
Ho! Thunder! Ho!